do you get big and voluminous hair? In this video, I run you through several pre-styling options so you can decide which one's going to work best for you. If you want to get a big and voluminous hairstyle like you see on TV and Instagram, then you need to be using a certain set of tools. Two of the main ones being a hairdryer and a pre-styling product of your choice. And this is one of the biggest things that loads of guys miss when it comes to hairstyling. They jump right in with a styling product into their wet hair and they're left with a really flat hairstyle. So if you're unfamiliar with what a pre-styler actually is, then it's basically a type of product that you apply to your wet hair before using a hairdryer in order to give your hair huge volume and prepare it for using the styling product at the end. But when it comes to choosing which type, we've got more choices than ever before, which is great, but it's also really confusing at times. So in this video, I'm going through the main types that are sold in most places that you can get access to and what each of them actually does, as well as my recommendations for which one you should use for which hair type you've got. The first one we're going to be taking a look at is hair mousse. This is a bit like chocolate mousse, but without the chocolate, and it's not edible. But this stuff has the same light and aerated consistency, hence the name. Rather than spraying this directly onto your hair like some of the other products I'm mentioning in this video, you want to put this one onto your hand first and then evenly apply it into your hair. Now, different brands have different properties when it comes to mousses, but generally when using one of these with a hairdryer, you're going to get the highest volume possible and also a very matte finish. This gives you the ability to make absolutely massive hairstyles look like they've got no product in. And this is going to be an amazing product to choose if you're a guy who's got quite lifeless hair. Like me, for instance, my hair naturally sits really flattened down, I've got really fine hair, so using a mousse really helps to give it the life it needs. And this is arguably the best choice if you've got fine hair because it's nice and lightweight, it's not going to wear your hair down. Now, the disadvantages of mousse, there really isn't too many. One could potentially be that some brands don't feature heat protectant within the product, and also some of them can leave your hair feeling quite dry, a bit straw-like. This L'Oreal stuff definitely does that. But what I'll do is I'll list the best one that I've tried in the past in the description below, along with all the products on today's video, so you can go and try it if you want to get a huge hairstyle. The second type of pre-styler that I want to talk about in this video is one that has been cropping up all over the place recently, and that is sea salt water spray. Now, this one from the guys at Dadude, who they recently sent me it, is arguably the best one that I've ever tried. But in general, sea salt sprays have very particular traits. You're normally going to get a medium volume from these products, not quite as high as the mousse. You are going to gain also a little bit more thickness, and I'd say that these probably offer the most texturized look out of all the pre-stylers on today's video. So if you're someone who's got quite straight hair or flat hair and you want to give it a bit more texture and life, then this is certainly the product for you. Basically, this product leaves your hair feeling a bit like it feels when you go swimming in the sea. But as the name suggests, being saltwater spray, this sort of stuff can leave your hair feeling dry again. Next, we move on to a product that looks quite similar to the last one, but it's a bit different, and that is tonics or thickening tonics. Again, these things are going to come in a squirty bottle, a bit like the last one, and again, you're going to get, I'd say, medium volume from these. But what you do get is even more added thickness, and often you don't get quite the same amount of texture. If you're a guy who's got really thick hair, then normally you wouldn't really want to be adding any more thickness to it. So for you, I wouldn't really recommend this. I'd maybe go with a sea salt spray instead. But if you're a guy with thinning hair or fine hair, then using something like this is certainly a good way to go. There are also other products that don't classify themselves as thickening tonics that I think still do the same sort of job, such as the Black Mist by Black Label Grooming, which I've been trying loads recently. It's a fantastic product. It offers almost identical sort of performance to a thickening tonic, even though it just refers to itself as a pre-styling spray. And aside from these three main categories, there are also a couple of other products that aren't so prominent, but also offer good pre-styling performance. The first one is lotions. Now, there aren't a great amount of these on the market. I find these to be a slightly more watery alternative to the thickening tonics. I feel like this is a middle ground between many different products. I mean, this one here I've actually got is a female product, but it works really well in guys' hair. Offers normally medium volume, low to medium thickness, and also a little bit of texture too. Several of these also offer heat protection, including the one I've got here, which is why they're a good daily choice. But with products like this, you're probably not going to be able to get the huge quiffs that you may want to go for on a special night out or occasion. And the final one is specific waxes that you can apparently use as a pre-styler too. A couple that I've got here are the Blumaan Meraki and the Wax by Dadude. Because these products are a lot more solid, they're not a spray like the previous ones, I find that as a pre-styler, these weigh my hair down a bit more. And that's because I've got quite fine hair. But these products as pre-stylers both have fantastic reviews from guys who've got really thick hair. So if you're a guy who's got really thick hair, this is something that you can definitely consider, because with these, you can use these as your sole product if you want to. You can apply one of them, whack it with the hairdryer, and then reapply as a styling product, which can certainly save you money buying multiple products, and also it's great as one to travel around with. In terms of performance with these, it's a bit harder for me to judge because of my hair type. I'd say you get low to medium volume, getting a little bit of thickness, and not really a great increase in texture. But loads of guys with thick hair seem to be able to achieve hairstyles that represent a skyscraper with this sort of thing. I'm sure there are others that I've not included in today's list. I mean, you can even use stuff like creams and gels if you want to. But these are the most popular and available pre-stylers at the moment, and probably the ones that perform the best. I'll have all of the best ones that you can get for each of these types listed and linked down in the description. If you're not currently using a pre-styler, then go and pick one of these up. What's your current favourite pre-styler? Let me know in today's video vote by pressing the I in the corner of the screen and then choosing an option from the drop down menu. So what's the best overall pre-styler? It's difficult for me to choose, but I'd say my current regime at the moment at least is I'll use something cheap and moderately effective on a daily basis, such as the lotion, and then when I'm looking to really get a great hairstyle, I'll use one of the other options. In particular, for my hair type, I often use a mousse. But hopefully you found this video useful. If you did, make sure you press the like button. Share this with a friend who's got terrible hair so you can show him how to improve his hairstyle. And if you want to see more hairstyling tips videos like this, and also videos showing you what to wear, make sure you press the subscribe button and turn on notifications, and I'll see you in the next video.